Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We'll get started, okay?
All right.
Okay, so basically, we already talked about the exam strategy last week, Saturday, okay? And then there are quite many things over here, okay? Anyway, today we are going to go for week one of the AP comes a review. So first, everyone has the access to this course. This for college student graduation chart. This one, this one, and then it has a CS24. So we have 22, 23, 24. These are three courses for AP ComSci A. Okay, this one is for review. And then spring 2025, this course should be in your course shell. And then you actually click it, you should enter over here, okay? And then we finished week one already, week 0 already. Today I may review it another time, okay? Some of the students has not listened to it or have not watched the video, so we will review it, okay? But we have all of the material in this course shell right here, so the slides that we are using will be here. You can download it, okay? And then there are extra reading material. Yeah, extra reading material. You can click. These are something that you can download as well, but these are the scan material from the parents' book, so you can read it if you need the parents' study material. So we have a chapter 2, okay, and then there are sample code that we use for the course. All the coding for the course, we have the zip file you can download from here, okay? And this one is due, okay? And I announced this last Saturday. I'm not sure why no one submit, except for Helen. Okay, this is a required submission, okay? We are a review course. If you don't work on a problem, you cannot review, okay? This is a review course. So every week we have the review material you must submit, okay? Anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Jamie? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
This is required. You must submit. You go for SAT practice course, you need to work on the review problems. You go for any AP calculus review course, you need to work on a problem. This is necessary. This is not something that I invent. Every course has the review problem. You have to work on it, then we can go for the review. Otherwise, if you haven't worked on it, how can we review whether you know it or not? Okay, that's the problem. So I'll talk about what is due next week. So basically this week, we almost like fail, okay? No one actually submitted, except for Helen. Actually, Helen last year already started the AP ComSci A review already. So we will use her case as an example today, but basically that's not good, okay? This is not good to no one actually submitted. Okay, the next one, I'll talk about next week's due. Next week's due, these two parents exam 0 and 2013 FRQ, this will be due next week. So submit it basically before the class, okay? It would be better if submitted before before the end of Saturday, because I still need to grade on it. Then I know whether you are right or wrong. Okay, so these two are due. Also, next week is week 3. Week 2, I'm sorry. Week 2, you need to work on the parents chapter 3 as well. Okay, these are 3 things that you are due. Any question?
No.
This is 3 things you are due. Please remember this, you have 3 things due, okay? And then for multiple choice part, you put your answer A, B, C, C, and then C, A, B, A, D, okay, something like this. and then you copy, actually totally, no matter how many problems you have, you just keep doing that. So usually is 4 lines of the code, and we can automatically grade your multiple choice, okay? And then do not put the number, proper number, so don't do this, don't do 1A, 2B, okay? I don't need these different numbers. I just need you to put like this. One line, just 10 letters, okay? And the middle one separated by a space, that's fine, okay? That's what I need for multiple choice. Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Then FRQ, you need to write down the Q question number. So FRQ part, you start with question 1 and put A like this. Okay, you can put Q1 and part A, okay, and then write your answer. So FRQ you put into the text file as well, so you have your own editor. Let's assume that, okay, that's actually, let me show you. So when you answer your FRQ, you write something like this. Let me do this. Okay, let me actually show you how to do it. So here, let's go to AP. Here, let's see. Here, let's me create something new. Okay, so right here, let's have the CS24. Okay. And then let me create something called big one. So in week 1, we are going to create a new text. Let's assume this one called week 1. Okay. So this week 1 answer, you actually put A, B, B, C, okay, C, B, A, C. Okay, let's assume this is answer for the first 10 questions. So you write something like this. Okay, and let's assume that there are 40 problems. You just write down like this. So multiple choice like this. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, that's not fine. So if you are working on the FRQ, okay, or the exam has multiples and the FRQ, then you write down like this, and then you write down Q1 question number, and then A, okay, this is part A, okay, and then you answer your question like part B, okay, steroid name, I'm sorry, steroid fit array, and then string, okay, S, and then whatever, and then let's see, char array, A equals new chart, okay, that's that. Length, let's assume this is like that, okay, and then for integer I equal 0, I less than, let's start length, I increase, okay, I'm just writing one function like this, okay, so when you answer, you write like this in this way, okay, and then is I equals S dot chart at 0, and then you finish. So here you return A. Okay, let's assume you want to return a string. I'm sorry, you want to return char array. Okay, so that is the answer. So you part A and then part B, you write here Q1 B. Okay, and then blah 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 something, and then question 2. A, and then your answer, okay, something like that, okay, and then you upload the whole thing in one file. That's fine. I'll separate your multiple choice and your FRQ in 2 files, and I'll grade it automatic. Okay, I'll grade. So this is the way you answer, because this year most students will do digital. Okay, so you probably only using editor, but do not use the Boozy, okay? Do not use some editor that can correct your grammar, then that's not good. Okay, then you already been cheating. Just use normal editor, some editor that don't give you the grammar checking. Okay, then that's it. Then you actually submit it. Okay, then you submit it. Okay, that's actually the way to submit your answer. And then that this one, parents diagnosis 0. This one will have multiple choice section part and then FAQ. Just write down in the way that I show you. Okay. There is no need to put, oh, okay, this one is Benjamin. What I don't need your name. I don't need you because you submit to your account. So I already know who you are. And then do not use a comment too much of the comment saying that, okay, I write down this program because of whatever, please excuse me. I don't need to understand what's your reason or anything. I just need to grade your answer, okay? But something that is needed, like public, okay, or the function and the return type, that's necessary. You need to write a function. Usually you need to write a function. So do not give me a something like just the content and without a parameter, without a function name. Don't do that, okay? I need a function. Even though college book give you the function name and also the parameter, they give you that, but you have to copy one more time. Hear me?
Yes.
And then FRQ is needed. This is the past exam. So this year we starting from 2013, the year of 2013. These are real problems from college board, okay? So when you do the practice, you have a whole week to work on it. So basically 10 multiple choice on Monday, 10 multiple choice on Tuesday, 10 multiple choice on Thursday, 10 multiple choice on, Wednesday, and 10 multiple choice on Thursday. So using 4 days, and then your FRQ here, you have a 4 FRQ, here you have 4 FRQ. So FRQ A1 and B1, okay, A means this is set, B means this set. And then FRQ B1, A2 and B2, okay, A3 and B3, A4 and B4. So totally, one day you will work on 2 FRQ and 10 multiple choice. This probably within 1 hour you can finish it, okay? But if you try to finish everything on Saturday using 4 hours, 5 hours, you don't have that much time. You cannot do it. So spread out the practice time every day, so you actually be able to practice everything. You have enough time to work on it. Hear me?
Yes.
Spread out in 4, 5 days or even 6 days to finish everything. So when you submit this one in one file, that's fine. Okay. This parents exam 0 in one file is okay. And there to download the exam, here you have an exam. So click download from here. This you give you the download. So click this one, you download, and then you okay, and then you actually work on it. Okay, this is the problem set. So download from here. Okay, I already show you how to download it. Okay, download this one, and then this FRQ also download from here. So if you download it and if there's any question about the problem set, let me know. Okay, but here you need to click download. Some students tell me, oh, my problem is too short because here it may chop off because you need to click more page. If you just use the GitHub, you need to do more page, okay? But you need to click for it, but that's you have to know that you have to click it to get the other part, the remaining part. So you must click the download and use your local reader to read it. Then you can actually should be able to read the whole file. Okay. On GitHub, you have to hit the more pages. Any questions so far?
No.
No? Okay. So now this one is okay. So again, let me tell you one more time. Next week, this week is due for practice 2. If you miss it, just miss it. We don't care. You have to work on it later, okay? And then next week you are due for this 2 because this is the weekly practice, okay? We have one set of the full set problem and one set of past FRQ, okay, per week. These are the exam style. And then you click week 2, then you need to also preview next week's problem set quiz. So also work on this balance 3, chapter 3 quiz right here, okay? So you have these you need to work on and submit them, okay? Okay, so these are about the homework this week, and they are due every week similarly, okay, in a similar way. Okay, so today we are going to start to work on the week 1. Week 1, we are looking at the fundamental of the language, like including the data types and the for loop and while loop, those kind of basic things. The chapter 1 to 6, okay? These are simple parts, so in 1 week. So week 1, we are on the fundamental of the programming languages. Is actually including data type, basic Java program, Java operator, shortcuts, input and output, loops, number system, error and exceptions. So first, data type. So Java's data type are 2 major types. One is primitive type, one is non-primitive type. Okay. Let me ask a question. Hi, Bernini, how are you? Hi, Bernini, how are you? Hi, Bernini, hear me?
Yeah.
What is primitive type and what is non-primitive type? You don't remember? Are you okay?
Yeah.
What is primitive type and what is non-primitive type? How about Xavier? What is a primitive type and what is non-primitive type?
They're like, um, they're just like 2 different types of.
Yeah, what is primitive type and what is non-primitive type? You have to teach yourself, okay? You have to make sure you understand these different terms.
One stores single and one stores complex values.
No.
Okay.
How about Elaine?
Is it like non-primitive types? You can like determine what's like you can set what like the string or what the array contains, but primitive it's always like a set
No,
value.
that's not a difference of primitive type and non-primitive type. We have been teaching you so far a lot of time, maybe more than 3 times already for the primitive and non-primitive type. Primitive type is integer A. When you declare it, it will give you a memory location. Initial value will be 0. If you do integer A equals 3, you will put a 3 in the memory location. That's called primitive type. So it directly store the value. That's called primitive type. The non-primitive type is you have string, S, when you declare the string S is empty, so you put a null in there. So it's pointing nowhere. Sometimes we call it grounded. Sometimes it says saying that it's pointing to nowhere. So when you do string S equals new string, then you create a new string object. You create a string object, that's a string that you put ABC in there, and this string object's address being assigned to the variable S. So you put the address of the value that can be like A to B4. That's as soon as the memory location's address. So you store that value in there, and then this value pointing to the object. So this object is in heap. So then I talk about this maybe more than 3 times already, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
And how comes no one remember? That's because when you study, you don't care about this. You pay no attention to it. Okay? It's a simple concept, but you just hear it, but you never really study it. Okay? That's the problem. Okay? If you want to become a good programmer or advanced level computer scientist, you learn the concept, you learn the theoretical thing, you need to have a structure of the knowledge built in your memory, built in your heart. Until what level? Until you can teach other students or other people. That means you are good enough. Okay, if you just hear it, okay, I know it, and then never pay attention to it, you will never remember it. You may pass the exam a certain day, but later you will forget everything. Okay, you will forget everything. So that's not a good sign, okay? Almost no one remember what's primitive data type and what is non-primitive data type. So non-primitive data type, every time you declare it, you will start with the null. When you do new, once there is a new object, or you assign a double quote and some string to it, you will create an object in the heap memory. And then the address will be assigned back to the variable and stored in there. That's called non-primitive. So non-primitive data type is storing the address, or they access the data indirectly. Okay, indirectly means that you have to find the address and then access the data later. Primitive data type, you store the data directly, so the value being stored on the memory location directly. Okay, these are the main difference between data type, primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Okay, the non-primitive data type, sometimes you need to check if the variable is null. If null, and you still try to access the data, you will create null pointer exception. Okay, so these are assumptions associated with the non-primitive data type. So here you need to remember that. And non-primitive data type including string type, array type, and class type. These are 3 different major type of the non-primitive data type. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. You have to remember them and then being able to tell other people. Okay. You are doing review now. Okay. You have to do it.
Yeah.
And then primitive data type, you have 4 integer, byte, short, long integer. So only integer will be tested in AB, other type won't. Double type, you have double and flow. Only double type will be tested. Integer type is 4 byte, 32 bit. Okay, byte is 1 byte, 8 bit. Short is 2 byte, 16 bit. Long is 8 byte, 64 bit. Okay, flow is 32 bit floating point number. Double is 64 bit number. Okay, remember that. And in addition to integer and floating point number, you still have character and Boolean. So totally 4 different major type of primitive data type. And if you calculating the minor type of the data type, totally there are 8 different primitive types. So far, okay? Any question?
No.
Okay, so data type is like that, okay? Remember that, okay? This one very important. And Boolean type 1 bit, okay? And then byte 8 bit 1 byte. But byte short long won't be tested. That float won't be tested, okay? You only test on these 4 different types in AP. So your character type will store a unique code 15 UTF-16, okay, UTF-16 number. So it's store something like that. And sometimes we call it ASCII code, okay? So now we call it ASCII code. Only ASCII code will be tested. They don't test you this, won't test you this. They only test you ASCII code. And then the integer starting from this value to this value. This value is called integer. Is it right here? It's called integer the mean value. This one is called integer the max value. So integer the mean value is 2 to the power 31 minus this. Okay. This one, the maximum integer the max value, that's 2 to the power 31 minus 1. Okay, so from 0 down to minus 2 to the power 31 up to 2 to the power 31 minus 1. So these totally they are 2 to the power 32 integer numbers, okay, in the range. So remember what is the integer the mean value and integer max value, and we use that sometime for comparison, okay? Okay, this table like that, you have to remember that. Okay, and then this one is the casting problem. Casting problem, if you have a short integer casting to double, that actually implicit casting is okay. What is implicit casting? Implicit casting means that you have a double D equals 3. So right hand side, you have a 3, you assign to a double value, this is fine. This one is okay for compiler. When you compile it, it is fine. And then if you do integer a equals 4.3, this is wrong because you are trying to casting a double value back to integer. That is wrong. Don't do backward. You cannot do backward. So basically, the longer type, we call it widening, from a shorter value to a longer value, that's actually fine. But not vice versa. The reverse direction is wrong. Okay? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Okay, next one. If you have 3 plus 3.4, this one is the integer. This one is double. So integer type double will become what type? This one for Bernini again. Bernini, what would be the type that 3 plus 3.4 will become? Hi, Bernini, hear me? Hi, Bernini, hear me? Hello? Hi, Bernini, hear me? Hi, Bernie, did you hear me or not? Okay, if you want to join this review course, you better turn on your microphone, okay? When I need you, you can mute, but when I call you, you have to turn on your microphone. Otherwise, I'm assuming you are not here. If you are not here, don't actually attend this. You don't want to talk, don't come here for review, okay? We teach you for the review. I need your participation, okay? Next one, let me have a Xavier. So if you have 3 plus 3.4, what would be the output type?
It'd be like float or double.
Float or double, which one?
Float, I think.
It is double. Here we don't have a float type. It's integer plus double.
Okay.
How comes you create float type?
I don't know.
So-
I just like seen it somewhere. So
That's wrong. That's wrong. So integer plus double, it become double. But why? Same person. Xavier, why it become double?
because an int adds to a double. So then
Then why not integer? From this chart, I told you, two number of integer and double, you become double because when this happen, you go for the longer form. Double and integer, double is longer, so it become double type. Is that okay?
yeah.
Okay. So here, if we have, say, double type plus integer, let's assume that we have 2.1 plus 3. This one will also become a double type. Remember this, okay? Shorter one, left-hand side one, plus the right-hand side one, you become the longer format. So this chart tell you who is longer. This chart tell you who is longer, okay? This chart tell you who is longer. So there's one more data type that's even longer after the double. It's called string. Okay, so right here, if I have a string as and then I have a 3 plus s. So it's an integer plus string. So string is a wider data format. So this one will become string. Okay? Is that okay? This is called implicit casting. You automatically convert to that type. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Next one. Next one is that if you have a double, you have a D and you assign 3 for it. This one actually is okay. If you have an integer, A equals 2.4, that's not okay. You cannot convert a right-hand side value back to a shorter format. That's not okay. So because you want to do it, so right here you can use a parenthesis, put an integer in there. That would be fine, but you will lose number of bits. So this fractional part would be lost. You only have the integer part being assigned to A, so you assign it to A with 2. So even if you have a 2.9, the whole 0.9 will be gone, only 2 be assigned to A. Okay, this one is called explicit casting. You actually convert the data back to A but you will lose your fractional bits. Any question?
No.
Okay, remember this, okay? I already did tell you the rule for casting very clearly, okay? Okay, so you can declare your variable when you have a char flag as a declaration variable, and you can do initialization for it, you assign a value for it. So when you have a character, the value is inside a single quote, that's a character value. Double quote reserved for string. So this and this mean different things. A single quote A is a character. Double quote A is a string. That's totally different concept. Okay, I think this one okay. Now next one, let's look at the basic Java program. So your program has the class name. So class is the minimum unit of the program. Okay, the minimum program that you can store in a file is a class. You don't just store a variable or just store a function in a class. You have to store the whole class in a file. Okay, in a file. So you do have the local you do have the instant field, instant variables. You have a function, you have function, you have function, you have the main function. Okay, so this is the structure of your class. So class starting with static variables, static methods, instance variables, constructors, instant methods, overridden methods, and your static public static main. These different things inside a class. Okay, when you have the FRQ Q2, the class design problem, you need to remember these structures. Okay. Okay, comments, single line comment is called double slash, and anything after single line comments will be ignored. Okay. And if you have more than one line, you want to do comments, you do slash star, and then the comments, and then star slash. Okay. And if you do slash double star, then that is a Java duck comment. It's still comment, but it's actually will become the Java duck comment. Okay. And curly braces used for code block. Brackets used for indexing. Parentheses used for the logic conditions. Okay. And double quote used for strings. Okay, these are the comment and block. You need to remember the program structure. Okay. And then variable name. Variable name must start with English letters. So it's not okay to use a variable name called 1, 2, A. That's actually not okay. Must be A12. That's actually okay. And usually for the variable, we use or function, we use a lower camel cases. So it's lower camel case. So the first letter of the first word is low, is L, is lowercase. Second leading letter would be C. Third leading letter would be C. So function is lowercase. N is actually uppercase. Okay, this is the way that Java usually name the variables and functions. Okay, class name usually is capital, first letter capital. So that's maybe is class point. Okay, class point. The P is capital. Okay, for class name. Constants like pi or max value is always all capitals. Okay. So these are naming convention. That means it's not part of the syntax. So if you do lowercase pi for constant, is okay. That actually is still up. Okay. Convention means that you can break the rule. It's just some kind of a habit. Okay. Class name always leading characters, leading capitals. Okay, in every layer. package name usually is lowercase, so it's like util dot something. Okay, so it's Java dot util. So util is a package name, and everything for the package name is in lowercase. Any questions so far?
No.
No. Next
No.
one, you need to know about the method's signature. So the method signature means the method name and the parameter list. So this one and this one called method signature up to here. Okay. So when you do function code, it just match your method name and the type of the variable. They don't check the variable name. They just check the type of variable, see if that is comparable or not. Okay, compatible or not. Okay. And these two are created new parameter variables, and they are local variables. And then any variable declared inside the function is called local variable. So then where will these local variable be stored?
The local variable is stored. I'm not completely sure, sorry. I know it's like it's like stored in the memory, but like I'm not sure where it's located.
This one, we also talked about it for more than 3-4 times. It's stored instead. Okay. If you hear something 3-4 times, you still don't remember, that means you're not ready for college yet. Okay. You have to really change your study habit. Once they teach you, you have to really understand what it is and remember it. Okay. And then this one for Benjamin, what is stack?
What is that?
Never heard of it?
Not heard that term before.
Okay, no problem. I just check if you know. Next one, let me have Xavier. Xavier, you remember what's stack?
It's like a part of the memory, and
And what nature of the stack? What nature is for stack?
like variables and like objects.
Yeah, variable are there, and they are first in, last out. The first data being pushed in, the last you will be pop out last. Okay, that's called stack. Okay, anyway, that's just as you when all the local variable are stored in the stack. Okay. Okay, so here are the memory model. Your local variable are put in the stack memory. All of the parameter and your variable are put in there. Okay. So once you leave that your function, then the stack will erase everything for the function. Okay, it will be erased. So heap area store for the new objects. Okay, and then if the value is a intern string, they will be stored in the method area. Okay, so this method area, heap area, and stack memory. You have to always remember them. Okay, you have to always remember. Okay, static variable or non-static. So this one, let me see. Okay, Ibadani, what is a stack variable? Valeria, I did not hear you. What is static variable?
It's like a variable that applies to everything in the class.
Within the class? Okay, can you talk about more about what is static and what is the variable that have no static? What's the difference?
Static variables are like shared, and then
Shared by all of the object, right?
yeah.
So this one for Benjamin. So what is we have a static variable. So static variable is also called class variable. Okay. And then class variable, when you access by other class or another, sometimes in the exam we call it client class. Then you will need to use the class name.
Yeah.
You will need to do class name, but the variable name.
Yeah.
Okay, this is called class variable. So when you declare it as a static,
Just like how you would like call like I don't know, class name.function inside of a tester, right?
yeah. But when it is available, it's similar. It's class name to variable name.
Yeah.
Okay, remember that. And it usually is some sort of static variable. And
Yeah.
static value would be the same value for if you access it by different instance. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so this one we already talked about it. What is a static member and what is instance member? Instance member belong to the object. Static member belong to the class. Okay, that's what you need to know. Okay, next one is the Java operator. So Java operator, you need to remember this different operator: plus, minus, multiply, division. Division, you need to know about the integer division. Okay. So this one for Elaine, 2/3, what would be this value? Convert it to decimal value, what would you get?
0.6 repeating.
Wrong.
Wouldn't it be 0?
It is 0, and why?
Because you're doing two integers, so it doesn't do decimal division. It just goes for the
Yeah, it's integer
goes
division.
for the
This is
nearest
called
whole
integer.
number. It just goes for the nearest whole number.
Okay, it's an integer division. So how about 2.0 divided by 3?
That would be 0.66. Or actually, is that 0.6? Wait. Yeah, that would be 0.666 repeating, I think, right?
How about 2 divided by 3.0?
That would also end up being 0.666, no?
How about 2.0 divided by 3.0?
Also 0.66 repeating.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
So maybe what would be the value for this 4? 2 divided by 3, 2.0 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3.0.
Two divided by 3 is 0, and then everything else is 0.6 repeating.
Why?
Because there's a double in one of them, which makes it not integer division.
Yes, when you have an integer divided by double or double divided by integer, okay, this one or this one. When we talk about the casting, a moment ago we talked about this casting. You say you have no problem. So this one we already told you, when there is a number A doing some operation with b. This one is an integer, this one is double. You will become the wider format as b. So now division is the same thing. Division is one kind of operator. Division is exactly one kind of operator. So a divided by b, you become the local format. So b is double, you become double. A is double, you become double. As long as there is one double, you will become double. If you both are integer, then that become an integer division because your integer divided by integer still be an integer. Does that make sense? Hello, does that make sense? This is something you need to remember, okay? Modular, you have a divided by b. You got a slash b. If these two are integer, and then here you have b times a divided by b. The remainder would be a modular by b. So it actually is 17 divided by 5. You have 3, 15, remainder 2. This is 3 is 17 divided by 5. This 2 is 17 modular by 5. Is that okay so far? This is how modular work. Any questions so far?
No.
Right here, I explain one more time for you, okay? Don't forget it. Here, plus is a unary operator. So a plus means a equals a plus 1. Okay, this is called increment. So usually I call it a increased. I call it a increased. Okay, a increased by 1. So plus equal, say a plus equal 3 means a equals a plus 3. So this one I call it a increased by 3. So a times equals 3 means a multiplied by 3. So multiplied by 3. Okay. So this different operator must remember. Okay, decrement similar to this. Okay. Okay. So right here, this one you have to let's see. This one you have to remember this different relationship. So you do have a divided by b. The remainder is a quotient. So here actually it becomes b times q. And the remainder is right here, r. So r will be equal to a divided by b. Okay, I'm sorry. Times b. Okay, so it will become, I'm sorry, r will be equals a minus a divided by b times b. Okay, it's this a minus this will become your r. So your r become this. Okay, these are something you need to remember. This equation you need to remember. The total value, the b divider, and the quotient and the remainder, the relationship you have to remember. Okay, this one often tested. So multiple of n, okay, n modular by 2 equals 0. That means n divided by 2, the remainder is 0, means that n is a multiple of 2. So this is used when you calculate the leap year or you calculate the GCD. Okay, you will need to use this modular concept. So you do design the check. If you say the multiple of n means you divide it by n, the remainder is 0. Okay, the remainder is 0. So when you do reverse digit, you have x value, you do reverse digit. This one is called successive divider. we can do success divider to do it. Okay, so this one actually means you try to do reverse digit for, let's assume that you are trying to do reverse digit for say, let's say 14. Okay, so your digit, let's assume that you want to reverse the digit for 142. Okay, 142. So this one is your number, right? So you actually divide this one by 10. Your remainder is 2. So your first remainder means it is this digit. Okay, so this digit is called the value, the remainder of the value divided by 10. This 2 digit is called x divided by 10. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay? These 2 you have to remember. So basically, when you have the 142, you want to calculate the reverse of the digit. You have 142. You take out this digit, okay? And initially you declare reverse data that's right here. So this reverse data is 990. So it basically has a 0 times 10. Times 10 means that the reverse value move to the left. And then you plus the 2. So 2 right here, you put it over here. Okay. And then that create a new value. So next time your R become this. And your x divided by 10 is 14. 14 take the last digit, you will have a 4. And you put your 4 right here. And then you will create a new R. Your new R is from here to here. Then you divide the remainder, the remaining value that's 1, and you put it at the end. So using this algorithm, you will successfully reverse the order of the integer. Is that okay? Any questions so far? This is a reverse of the digit. Any questions so far? So we teach you reverse of a character by taking the last digit, by chopping the last or first character. Okay, we show you many times before, but remember the algorithm. Okay, this one important. And you can convert a decimal value to binary using these. You have empty string, the value you have divided by 2, you got 1 bit. So that 1 bit throw to the end. I'm sorry, put in front. So here let's assume that you have 57. You divide by 2, you got 28 remainder 1. Okay, so this is your R. Okay. I'm sorry, this is your bit, not R. This is your bit. Okay, this is your bit. And then you have 28, that will be divided by 2. So this is your DEC, new DEC, new DEC is 28. So next time, next iteration, this divided by 2. You got 14 and the remainder 0. This is your new bit. So your new bit and the order bit is actually right here. So your new bit put in front your order bit, because eventually you're going to read from bottom up. Okay, so this structure is correct. And we need to put a string in front of it because this will form a string and continue to edit a string. We don't want to have integer summation. That's not integer summation. Okay, you want it to be string summation. Okay, so by doing this will be able to convert a decimal value to a binary string. Okay, to a binary string. Okay, next one. merging of the array. You need to know how to merge two array together. Okay, merging of the array. Okay, I'm going to show you the merging of the array. This one, I'm going to rewrite it. Okay. Here we do review, so you need to remember every single algorithm. Okay, you have to remember every single algorithm. So this is a review right here. Let me actually create. Okay, when you want to create actually your Java program, you copy your package.bj, paste it over here. Paste at the location you want to create a Java program, and double click on it. You will start it. Okay, this one, what we want to do is called merge array. Okay, so this one is to do merge array. We want to write a program to merge two arrays. So let's do public static. Okay, let's use integer array. So you merge two array into one array. Okay, so you have integer array A and integer array B. You want to merge them together, so you create a new array. This new array, let's call it integer array C. That will be new integer array. And this array, how long is it? Because you merging two together, so it's A.length plus B.length. Okay. Next one, you need to create three pointer. That's integer P equals 0, Q equals 0, and R equals 0. Create three integers. Okay. And you say while A P, okay, P is less than A.length, and the Q is less than B.length. Okay, we do something. Okay, what something we will do is we have A array, we have B array. Okay, I'm sorry, this is A array, this is B array, and then we have a pointer. We have a pointer P pointing to this array. Initially it's 0. Q pointing to this one, initially is 0. And we have a C array. We have R pointing to here. Okay. So now we compare the smaller one. Let's assume this is the smaller one, and we put it over here. Okay. So P will become 1, move forward to 1. But Q will not move because Q is not selected. And R will move to 1 because next one you are going to fill the data right here. So we do that. Okay, so we will do that for the copying. So if okay, actually A's P value is less than B's Q value. So that's less than equal to B's value. Because equal, you also need to select one. So your A P plus plus will be equal to your, I'm sorry, your C R plus plus will be equal to your A P plus plus. So your A value assigned to C R value, P will increase by 1, R will be increased by 1. Okay, that's the meaning of that. Otherwise B is smaller, then you will assign B's value to C's value. Okay, you assign like that. Okay, so this one you keep doing that. And then when you get out of here, one of the P or Q, one of the P or Q is to the end of the string already, or the array already. But the other one may not finish it. So you need to copy the other one to C as well. So let's do while P less than A.length. That means that Q already finished, but P not finished yet. So you copy this one to copy the remaining part of the A to C. And here while okay Q less than beta length, you copy the remaining part from B to C. After that you finish, okay, then you will return your C. That's it. Two array will be merged in this way. So here we are going to create public static integer array A equals 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Public static integer array B equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Here it is a review course, so I just tell you how to remember the algorithm. Okay, you have to memorize every algorithm we teach you. Okay. Okay, so this is the algorithm for merging two array. Okay. So Benjamin, are you okay so far?
Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah.
So here we will print out A, okay, and then we will print out B, and then we will merge them, and then print out C, okay. So here, because you use the arrays, so you need to actually include it, okay? Okay, that's it, and that's wrong, okay? Okay, this is a result. Oh, it doesn't get missing. Why is that? There's no error. There's no error. How comes that there's no result? One more time, okay? Okay, so that got merged. Okay, that got merged. Okay, so this one is the merging of the array. We finished that. Next one is relational operator. Relational operator is the comparator plus actually greater than, less than, equal, this different one. Okay, remember, do not write equal, less than. That's no simple like that. It's always this one first. There's no such thing as equal, greater. Okay, it's actually always greater, equal. Okay, and not equal using this one. These are the something some student often wrong. Okay, remember the definition. I will not repeat this. These are equal, easy. And equal signs check always using double equal sign. Okay, this is very important. Not a single equal sign. So you might have Boolean value, Boolean constant, Boolean method, and Boolean expression. Boolean expression means that it's in the expression format. Boolean function means you're calling some Boolean function. Boolean constant is a true or false, or variable yes equals true. Okay. So here are the logic operations. Okay, and or and not. So not is the negation. You change 1 to 0, 0 to 1, true to false, false to true. And happen when only both of them are true and is true. Or happen in one of them is true, it will be true. Okay. So these are the truth table. You have to remember this. different operators. Okay. And then short circuit evaluation. You have to understand what is short circuit evaluation. So you have A and B. Okay, you have A and B. So if A is already false and it is an AND operator, then the second part will not be evaluated. Okay, second part will not be evaluated. So this one says denominator not equal 0. Then you will evaluate this one. So if the denominator is 0, then this division will not be evaluated. So this is called short circuit. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay?
Yes.
So if you have 3 AND, the A and the B and the C, first one already false. The second one will not be evaluated. Third one will not be evaluated. So you will evaluate second one only if the first one is true. First one is true, then you will go to evaluate the second one. Second one must be true to evaluate the third one. If the second one is false, then C will not be reached. Okay, this is called short circuit. Or if the first one is false, then the rest of them will be evaluated. I'm sorry, is false, you will be. The first one is true already, then the whole thing is true. You won't evaluate. You will actually if it already true, you'll just return true. The rest of them will not be evaluated. This is called short circuit value. Is that okay so far?
Yes.
Okay. Eden, are you okay, Eden?
Yeah.
Okay. So next one is the logic, the so-called Boolean algebra. Okay. Boolean algebra, we do teach you each of the rules. You need to remember how to prove them. Okay. Here I only show you the De Morgan rules. Okay, De Morgan rule, I'll talk about it one more time. The rest of the rule, you need to remember them. Okay. You have to try to prove it by yourself. So the De Morgan rule saying that you have A or B bar is equal to, you break the bar, change OR to N, so it become not A and not B. Is that okay? So you have not A and B is equal to not A. This one from N the change to OR. Okay? Any question? This is called De Morgan rule, okay? Melanie, are you okay?
Yeah.
Must remember this. A lot of problems is De Morgan rule. Later we will practice the problem, you will see it, okay? Vice versa, you have A, not A or not B. You want to merge it together, okay? You merge it together. Let me use different color. You merge it together, and then this one change to N, so it become A and B bar. So you have not A and not B. You want to merge it together. You merge it together, the operator change from AND to OR. It become not A or B. Okay, this is the reverse operation of the De Morgan rule. Okay. So you can break the bar or you can merge the bar, but the operator will be changed. Remember this rule, okay? That's the best way to remember De Morgan rule. Okay? Any question?
No.
Xavier, are you okay?
Yeah.
Making sure, okay? This is review course, so we just teach you how to remember them, okay? We sometimes don't go back to teach you the fundamental why, okay? We don't have that much time. Conditional statement is not AP. It's not AP. If you don't want to use it, you want to use if. That's okay for you, okay? That's all okay for you. So this one written in this way, if you don't want to use a conditional statement, you say if A the length greater equal to B the length. I like it in the shorter form, okay, but because we don't have that much time. So here your length equal A the length. Okay. And then else length equals B the length. So this conditional statement is the same as the green one. Okay. Green one is if then else. But we prefer this one. It is faster. Okay, it is faster. So if statement you have if condition, if the condition is true, you go into the bracket. If not, you get out. Okay, you get out. That's it. Okay, this is if then else. Tangling if means that you have the else. There are two, maybe two if you don't know which one you belong. You belong to the closer one. So it should be like this. If you write it, it should be like this. Don't write the left-hand side way, but left-hand side will still be valid. In terms of grammar, it still be valid. But remember, the tangling else always belong to the closer one. Okay, always. These are rule I want to tell you. Just like the De Morgan rule, you have to remember De Morgan rule. What did I say? Okay, remember the rule. Connect the bar, change the operator. Okay, connect the bar, change the. This shows that you need to remember. First one is true. First one is false. Then you don't evaluate the rest. If you are A, first one is true. You already true. You don't need to evaluate the rest. Okay, these are the rule you need to remember. Okay. So this tangling belong to the closer one. Okay. So input output basically input output usually the AP don't test you on the scanning problem, scanning of print function. Usually they don't test you that, but sometimes if they do, remember print, don't print with change line mark, print LN will change print with change line mark. Okay. And then print F was the formatted print. So these are escape sequence. Okay. Remember that if you want to print a slash, you need to print double backslash. Okay. If you want to print a double quote, you need to print a slash quote. Okay. Loop. Okay. Loop is for repetition. So integer equals 0, while count less than 100, we print something. Okay. I think this loop is okay. Everybody know this one. Remember only one thing. Here you have an A condition. And when you finish it, here you will have A bar condition. So you guarantee counter will be greater equals 100 after the while loop. Okay. It will be greater equal to 100 after the while loop. Okay. This different break level. Continue is the break the rest of the iteration. Okay. So basically you have a one for loop. If there's a continue, then this whole thing will be skipped and you jump back to the next iteration and run again. Okay, that's called continue. Break will be breaking the whole loop. Breaking the whole loop. Return will return the whole function. Okay, return will return the whole function. System.exit will actually skip the whole program. Here, continue break and return will be tested. Okay, will be tested. Okay, you need to know about for loop and for each loop. Okay. So this one, let's just pass it quicker. Do while loop, AP doesn't test it. Okay, but it's okay. Number system, you need to know about binary to decimal, decimal to hexadecimal. Okay, these are basic part. You need to know this table well. Okay, at least remember 0 to 15. How binary number is and how hexadecimal number. These are minimum table you need to remember. And you convert a number from binary back to digital, back to decimal. You multiply the weighted sum of each digit. Okay. You do decimal to binary division. You actually do successive division. You keep dividing it, and then you read from bottom to top. Okay, it's called decimal to binary. Okay, finally we go to the error and exception. Hardware error called error. When you have hardware error, it's called error. Software error called exception. Okay, and there are a few exceptions you need to remember. So exception you can use quite catch. So when here you have integer equals 1,000, you print this. Okay, you try this one, and if there is something wrong, you jump to the exception. Okay, so this one called try catch and finally statement. Okay. So a few exceptions you need to know, like arithmetic exception, like division by 0 is when you use the integer and you divide by 0, that's arithmetic exception. Array index out of bounds. So when you have only 3 elements, but you access A3, that will create array index out of bound or string index out of bound. Okay, this out of bound you need to remember. Null pointer exception you also need to know. Okay. So these are the exceptions that tested in AP. Arithmetic exception that when you do divide by 0. Null pointer exception when you have a pointer S that length, but the S is null. When S is null, say string S equal null, you are grounded the string. Then you do S that length, then you create null pointer exception. This array index out of bound is A of 3 when your array only has 3 elements. You don't have index 3, you create array index out of bound. Index out of bound when you do character at 3, you have a string, you try to use character at 3, you have index out of bound. Illegal argument exception happen when you have a f function, and then you should pass 3 in there. Instead, you pass a floating point number. Then that will create illegal argument exception. Concurrent multiplication error that happen when you have a for each loop, for each string. Usually it's already so for each let's say string is okay. So for each string S from an array list of string, so that's called S list. And then inside the for each loop, you try to do S list, but remove something. When you try to remove something from the array list, then that will create concurrent multiplication exception. Okay, and these are the 6 exceptions that you need to take care in AP level. I copy this chart, this table from the parents' book, so it is tested. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Any question? Any questions so far?
No.
No. Okay, now we finish the chapter, this week's material. Okay, so next one, we are going to go to the problem set. Okay, let's look at the problem set. Okay. I'm not sure where I'm. Let me see. Not here. But PDF 2023. Let me download the version from internet. Okay, I'm not sure they are correct. So let me download the one for parents chapter 2 right here. So let me download the problem. Okay. Because it is an exercise, I will also give you the answer key. Okay. But when you submit the answer, don't actually include the key. Okay. It's an exercise. I don't plan to hide it from you. Okay. So actually you can find it in the book as well. But don't look at it. Okay. Don't look at it. Before you work on it, don't work it. So let's look at the problem set. Okay. So right here, let me have one person to work on it. Okay. Let's get started from Benjamin. Benjamin, you are the first one. Let me I'm going for alphabetical order. So this one, tell me what is the answer. So starting with one.
One will cause an
yeah.
error. One will cause an error because it's trying to save a double into an int.
Okay, so this one causes error. Second.
Double x. That one would work because you're switching the value. Int. You're switching it to an int.
So one.
A third one would also work because you're saving an int into a double. So the answer would be B, one only.
One only. Okay, good. Problem 2, let me have Eden problem 2.
I think it's E.
Why E? So here you have this escape sequence, escape sequence, escape sequence. So 2 slash become 1 slash.
Mm-hmm.
This one will change line. This one become another one. Okay, so that's the answer. This one double slash is wrong. This one no slash is wrong. This one no slash is wrong. This one is a change line mark, but it's missing is wrong. Okay, so it's E. Number 3 here. Okay, consider foreign code. This one for Maleni, this one. This program has been executed. That means that there is no error. No error means what?
Wait, Dr. Chu, sorry to interrupt, but I have something at 9:30. Can I go really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Good night.
Hi, Maleni, you hear me?
Yeah.
So this one, what is the answer? Basically, I use the problem set to teach you how to answer the problem. Okay, you have to practice before coming to class. Otherwise, you will spend a lot of time. That's why I want everyone to submit the homework, the quiz part.
Is it C?
So you got a zero, it's not zero, so this one already false. You go to round two, but not statement two will be executed, statement one will not be executed. Right? A value of zero is executed. So zero means zero not equal zero, so it is a false. You will have a false, so you go to this one. So statement two will be executed. So this one's D, okay? Is that okay?
Yep.
Let me open the answer as well, so we can look at it, okay? Let me open the answer as well in the same PDF reader. Right here, this one. So number three is D, okay? Number three is D. Number four. Okay, number four, go to Xavier, number four.
I don't know what the first line of code is.
By the way, when we do review, you should download the file on your computer as well, okay? Because my screen may not be able to display everything every time. It's actually limited screen space. And you are supposed to finish the program before, okay? You are supposed to finish the quiz before coming to class.
Is it E?
So this one you divide it by 5, you got 2. It's printing 2.0. But the programmer want it to be 2.6. So which of the following or the changing the first line code will not fix the problem. So here you want to fix the problem. So you need to do floating point division. So which one is not floating point division? That means both of them are integer division. So the answer is E. You divide it already, that become 2 already, then you convert it to double. The rest of them would have 1 double, 1 integer, 1 double, 1 integer. Ideally, is that okay?
Yeah.
This is how you solve the problem here, okay? Number 5, let me go back to Benjamin. Benjamin, how is number 5?
Number 5. Oh my goodness. Okay, pandas. Does module okay, so 18 divided by 4 is 4, mod 3 is it 12e? I can't remember how pandas works with this one.
This one is 18.
So 18, yeah, 18 and then divided by 4.
Divided by 4, you
is
got 4.
And then mod
by
3 is 1.
it become 1. So this one is
So 13 minus 1
1
equals 12.
Yeah.
So that would be E. Okay. I wasn't sure where modulus was on PEMDAS. So it's same as division and multiplication, right?
Next one, let me have Benelli number 6. Here saying that addition and subtraction higher precedence means you need to do addition and subtraction first before you do multiplication and division. So you have 2 plus 3 times 12 divided by 7 minus 4 plus 8. So then what is the operator, first operator you need to do? Tell me which sign, is the plus, minus, multiply, or which one?
Plus.
2 plus, so you got 5. So which one is the second one you want to do?
Subtraction.
Which is the next one you want to do?
Addition.
Okay. Next one, still millennium.
Multiplication and then division.
What do you get?
C.
Okay. So during this practice, we teach you the exam solving skill, okay? But remember, before you come to the class, next time, please finish the chapter 3, okay? Please finish the chapter 3 and also the weekly practice part, okay? Next one, Davia, how about this question?
This one is E.
No. No. This one 3.0 equals x times 3.0 divided by x. You kind of want to cancel it out, but you cannot cancel it because this is floating point operation. After floating point operation, you may lose bits. You may lose bits. So this one, the answer is B. For some value, it might become false. Not always, but sometimes you lose bit. Sometimes your 1 is not real 1. Sometimes your 1 is 0.9999999. Sometimes your 1 is 1.0000001. So this one is B, okay? Number 8, let me go back to Benjamin number 8.
Program contains the bullying. Question about how. Yeah. Pretty sure it's D, right?
Between D and E, which one?
I think it's D.
So what is the run of error? What is the overflow of error?
Overflows like I guess like too much, right? I think.
Too much, yeah. You have to use the extra bit, then that's overflow.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it is E.
Number 9, let me have Benelli number 9. We have to finish the chapter, okay? So you need to work harder. Next time, please work on it before you come to the class, okay? Hi, Bernie, are you okay?
Yeah.
This one is the dangling if problem. So the else belong to the closer if. So in this kind of situation, you need to use your pencil to mark it like this. So you got a 22, then what will happen? It's greater than 0, so you go to the wrong the if. So you go to the if, you multiply by 5 equals 0, no, it's wrong. So you go to here. So you print it, D22 is negative. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Number 10, let me have Xavier. Xavier is a little bit longer. Let me make it smaller for you, okay? But next time, please remember to download the file by yourself, okay? Xavier, what is your answer? This one, you have to use an X and Y, making the table. So initially X is 30, Y is 40. So X greater than 0, you go into here, right? So basically, your else is up to here, your if is up to here, okay? So your greater equal 0, so you already forget about the else part, you go into here. Then you go into here, you actually have the same, okay, so you actually go into here again, here. You go into here and then your y equals x minus 30, 3, so it becomes 90 over here. Okay, it becomes 90 over here, and if y less than 50, you do this, but you don't have, you are greater than 50, so you don't do this, you finish, and you get out, so your value become a, is okay, but you do need to use scoreboarding to help you. Xavier, is that okay?
Yeah.
You see, you don't practice, then we are very hard to review, okay? Very hard to review.
I'm sorry, I was just like doing the problem.
Yeah, I know, but it's not supposed to do it in class. You should do it before class and put it in the notebook. Is that okay? So including
Yeah.
your drawing, then you will remember them, okay? And then if you don't understand it, you need to mark that I don't understand this problem, and then you can ask your question. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hi, Benjamin and Melanie, do you hear me?
Yes.
You use a notebook, you write down your process time, okay, each question and how you get the answer and why is A. And then if you don't understand it, you do mark the number and you remember to ask the problem, okay? So
Okay.
number 11, let's go back to Benjamin. Which of the following evaluate to only the Boolean variable A, B, C are all fours?
Only if all.
So it really means that not
Okay, so
A
yeah, and okay, so
and not B and not C.
okay, so A, I think yeah, A is one of them.
No, A is wrong. This one is a quick P problem. This one, if you know how to solve it, is very quick.
True and not false and not true, not false. But okay, that doesn't really add up, but okay.
But then, do you know what is the answer? But then you hear me?
False, false.
How to solve this problem quickly?
It's not C or D or not A. Not A is true. Or E? Is it E?
How about Xavier? What's the answer?
Is it A?
No. The answer is C. It's very easy. It's you want to connect everything, you change the mark, so it become A or B or C bar. This is the Morgan rule. We just talked about it a moment ago. C. It's a very simple De Morgan rule conversion. Okay. So number 12, let me have
But doesn't A also work?
A doesn't work.
That's true and not
This is B and not C. And the bar outside is actually here. How come B, this one will work? This is like this. This won't work. This become A and B bar or C. This become A bar and B bar or A bar and C. This cannot be correct. You have to be the same. You cannot use eyeball viewing. You have to use the algebra. Okay, that's the problem. You have to study the Boolean algebra. Number 12, let me have Benelli. Benelli, your turn, number 12. What is this one?
Is it B?
B?
Yeah.
Which one, the Boolean expression like this, and which one will evaluate the true, always be true? Okay, let's look at it. You have not A less than equals B and A times B greater than 0. So basically, if you have this one is actually A greater than B and A and B, A times B greater than 0. Okay. So we say this one actually evaluate to be true given that this one actually if you have the here you have A greater than B and B greater than 0, it actually answer is D. Because A greater than B, this part is true. And B greater than 0 and A greater than B. So A and both A and B are greater than 0. So this one is also true. So the answer is D. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Melanie, is that okay?
Yeah.
So you must work on it, okay? You must work on it before class. If you don't work on it because you do not really have the time to think about it, okay? Then that we waste a part of those problems. 13, let me have Xavier. Xavier, your turn. Okay?
Yeah.
One condition is true. So you have to solve the problem first, simplify it, and you figure this one out. Okay. Number 14, go back to Benjamin. Benjamin, your turn.
A equals B is.
What happened when A equals B? A is equal B means
A equal B
A not
would-
equal B is 4. So you go to
Yeah, so you would go to statement 2 else.
So what happened?
So B.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Number 15. Benelli. N and count are both integer. Which statement about the following statement is true? Which one is true? 1, 2, which one is true? So 1 is true. Is 1 true? Which of the statement is true? So 1 actually print out 1 to N. Okay. 1 will print out 1 to N. 2 is starting from here, and then you print and you increase. Equal is still 2. So basically, this one will also print out this one. So basically, exactly for all input value. For all input value, N. These two loops are exactly the same because this one put into here, this one put into here, the increment put into here. This one is the testing you the equivalent circuit for loop and while loop. So the answer is A, always the same. Is that okay? I think when we teach the for loop, we teach you this already. Melanie, remember that or no?
Yeah.
You convert your for loop to while loop or while loop to for loop is exactly like that, okay? So you don't need to think about anything wrong, okay? Because it's already the same. Number 16, go to Xavier. Xavier, what's good? That's this one. The following would enter these numbers and something wrong, okay? The fragment is not correct. So which is a true statement? You keep input data, but what's wrong with this program?
B.
Why B? You say B, but why B? This one, the answer is that initially you have a 0. So 0 not equals centennial, so you process it. That's wrong. The code will always process value 9 in the list. That's your initial value. So the answer is D. The 0 always sneak into the loop, but that's not supposed to happen. You need to read all the value from input. But 0 is not from the input list. Is that okay? 17, go back to Benjamin. Okay, I try to give you the explanation for each problem so you learn how to process it. Okay, so this one, again, you need to use a table of X and Y. Okay, so initially X is 10, Y is 0. Then go into here. What is the final result?
So let me go ahead and so okay, so it goes into the
Go into
for
the loop. This one
I-
update to 3.
this is still 10.
So it's not 10. So y does that is this is true going to
While-
add. So y double. So y
so
becomes
6.
6.
Okay.
And then y if tape modular equals 1, y tape
It's not
modular
true.
is not true.
So this will become
get it.
7.
Go back to here. Y still less than
Yeah.
10.
So now it's
And
12.
divided, so this one
12 mod
becomes
7 is still not
here.
true.
Okay, so you go back to here, go back to here, x still greater than 7, so y go back to 3. So y go back to 3, you will do the same, you will be still 3, and then y double to be 6, and then y can
It will become 4, right?
I think the answer eventually is this one, yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All
check
right.
it. Let's check the answer.
Yeah.
It will take longer time for us to trace everyone, but let's look at 17 is D, yes. Okay?
All right.
It's D, yes.
Let me clear my.
But this one is to, we focus on how to solve the problem, okay? We actually
Yes.
focus on that.
Okay.
So as long as you know how to process it is fine. Number 18 to 19. So 18 for Manelli 18. So you kind of get the 3-digit, and then your 3-digit take multiplied by 7. That's your remainder bit. And then you check your remainder bit with the check bit. Check bit is your first bit. Right? Okay, so this one, you have a number and your remaining, so you check your 3 remaining bit, and with your check bit is the last bit. And the 3 is the first 3. So this one, 3 divided, so it actually is 11 multiplied by 7. That actually is 4, and checking with 3, this is wrong. So 4 and 4, this one actually the answer is B. Is that okay? Hi, Manelli, is that okay?
Yeah.
Here you got a number, so you have a 6, 1, 7, a 6, 4. Your last digit is n divided multiplied by 10. Your remainder is actually this divided by 10. Okay, so C14 is 3 digit. So this 3 digit, you extract the 3 digit sum. So it is 6 plus 1 plus 4. 10 multiplied by 7, you have 11, 10 multiplied by 4, you get 4. So 4 check with 4. So that's the last 4. You get B is correct. Okay. Number 19 is the still same problem, okay? Same problem. What is the purpose of the remainder? I think the remainder only to enhance the readability of the program. It's not necessary. You can use original X to do it. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, 20 for Xavier. Which is the right way to call this one, right? So it's greater 65, greater than 18, greater and not greater than So this one is missing, else this is wrong. This one, this one in the range of these, this is correct. So one, the greater, else is greater. This one is correctly answer and 2 and 3, so do D.
I thought you couldn't do 18 is less than or equal
Ah,
to
yeah,
8
this
is less than 64.
This one is grammatical error. Logically, it's okay. It's only 3 only. I'm sorry. If he write this, it's okay. If he write this one, it's okay. Okay, I'm sorry. If he write this one, it's okay. Right? JB, is that okay?
Yeah.
Logically, I forget. Okay, the wrong format. Too many language. Next one, 21. Let me have Benjamin. Benjamin, go back to you. Is doing this, and they want to see what would be done.
Chain equals, okay, so it's 5. B.
Actually, this one is your starting value of each line. Your starting value of each line, you got
5. Start at 5.
actually it's a 9, 7, it's a 2
Oh.
times this, okay? So it's
Yeah,
a
9, 7, 5, 3, 1.
So second one is actually starting from 7.
Seven.
So you probably already
Mm.
see this one, okay?
Yeah.
After that, you already see that one. Yes, answer. 22, this one, who can do it, okay? So this one for banana is a long problem, okay? Okay, today we don't have that much time, so we just read the answer, okay? This one is to who will produce this problem. This one usually just trace it, make sure you will do it, okay? We don't have that much time, so let's just look at the answer, okay? So look at the answer. So the answer 22 is E, okay, whatever. 22 is E, okay, this one is E. Okay, this one is E. It will take a long time. This one, I remember it take a long time, so we don't have that much time to do it, okay? 23, go to Xavier. Okay. Xavier, are you okay?
Yeah.
One thing for sure is this one is less than equal 10. So if you are less than equal 10, you directly jump outside of this. So you print a new num that actually would be 0. So this one is always true. So 3 keep, 3 keep, 3 keep. So let's check 1, see if 1 okay. 1, this number is between 100 and 1,000. The final value must be in the range of the 10 and 100. So here you would take 1 digit, divide by 10. Take 1 digit, divide by 10, okay? Take 1 digit.
Is it 2
You-
and 3?
you do divide by 10 okay, so the answer is D, okay, 2 and 3. Okay, last one, we will be out of here, okay? Last one, consider the reverse. Okay, this one is 2 reverse. Go back to Benjamin, this one do in reverse. In reverse N, you need to write a reverse code. Who can do reverse? That's the problem. Who can do reverse?
Oh god, I can't see. N mod. Okay, so N mod 10. Okay, I think 1 can work. Wait. No, wait, no, wait, no. 1 wouldn't work. Yeah, 1 wouldn't work. Never mind. While n not equals 0. I think okay, so 2 would. Yeah, 2 would work. 3. 2 and 3? Is that an option? I can't see D and E, so I'm not sure if that's an option. Wait, I think it's 2 and 3, but I'm not sure what the options are.
D,
So would it be 3? Would it be D?
it is D, okay?
Okay, all right.
Is it D, but when you look at it, this one is N equals 0, you do this, but this one you change N to I. That's the
Yeah.
one you take here outside. And this one is actually change, your initial value for I. This is the same as the condition. This is the same as the last one. So 2 and 3 are equivalent to 1. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
what work for 2 will also work for 3. So D. Okay. Anyway, we try to finish it. We overtime by 8 minutes. Okay, but it's okay. Next time, please work on them. Okay, please work on them. We are
Okay.
trying to help you to get high score and really study computer science hard. Okay, don't just give up. Okay. Good night, bye bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Joe.